back again to share some thoughts, the Diaspora Network. Um, First of all, there's things have been going on. I mean, has been on in Nigeria as per the the meeting is ongoing in the UAE with Nigeria delegates. Has been it's been what it's been vogue. I should use the word. And so many things have been happening in Nigeria. So many. How will I say it? Is it irresponsibility or it's so painful? I use that word. It's so painful of what we do here. It's happening in Nigeria. As per so many things, people are hungry. We complain of that. People are hungry. People are complaining. Despite that, the government is not even helping matters. That encourage to UAE. I don't know what they are doing there. Seriously, if you ask me, for me, there's just no need. And back home again, you see killings, unnecessary killings. It's just so painful. This morning uh, I saw is a video now. Although I watched on that video again. Although it was in outside anyway of bombings Kaduna, in Kaduna, southern Kaduna, precise. They say uh, it was by the it's by the army or by the air force, which one I believe, but it was bombing. And this happened in Turin village in Kaduna. Turin village in Kaduna. They said they used a combat drone killing over 156 innocent citizens. Or rather, I don't know how Air Force or military or army will use combat drones to attack innocent people, to kill innocent people. They have terrorists in different places. They've not been able to attack those ones, kill those ones. Why innocent people? They have some reserve forest that is there. It's so strange and it's so painful to hear things like this. It's just these are people, innocent people, probably planning for the Christmas, planning for the December, just killed just like that. I'm sure that will be the end of it. Nobody will set up inquiry. Nobody will even care about the family or about the people. This is a painful thing, and I just pray that something should be done. That Nigeria should wake up, and all this necessary killing should stop. Nobody need to die. No single soul need to be lost for carelessness. This is called carelessness. Was it by mistake? I don't know. It was just a few days ago, people were saying that the killings in South Kaduna have stopped. Then all of a sudden, I think after 2 days, we're hearing of killings. What do we say now? People were saying Erufai, thank God that it's out of power. No killing had recorded in South Kaduna, or everything had stopped, but all of a sudden, we heard killings in Kaduna State. They said mistakenly. How can you make that mistake? How can you make that mistake? I hope the government will look into it. That's what I'm saying. I hope they will look into it because this is irresponsibility. This is an act of high responsibility. I don't know how army will just wake up and did they have info? Did they have intelligence? Bad intelligence? I don't know. I don't know. This is for them to sort out, but I would say Nigerian government should set up a high committee to look up into it. That is the truth. Not just they should look into it, man, and the offender should be punished. I hope this will not just be the end of it all. They will set up a query, nobody will hear anything. This will be happening, set up a query, but at the end of the day, nothing will be done. I hope this won't be the case, and I hope they set up a query, and I hope the right thing should be done. I just hope. I just hope. That is the truth. I just hope because this is painful. It's just damn so painful. Damn so painful. Anyway, what I will say, we to do the right thing. Let me show you the images I saw are not good. I will use that word. Not just good at all. Just imagine innocent citizens, killed for nothing, killed for nothing. And I hope the governor will not just be quiet. And I hope uh, uh, the people, the government will not be quiet. The federal government, the army, the intelligence should not be quiet about this. It's because it's just too bad. Damn too bad. Damn too bad. Damn too bad. I don't know what they had. I don't know the intelligence they had. But thank God at least they have admitted that it was a mistake. They admitted that they did it. So, but there should be compensation. There should be many things should be involved in this thing. The people that did it, they should not go punish, and we should rectify the mistake. We should try to rectify the mistake. We should do it. Nigeria government, all the people, all the people, that's a duty for you to do to rectify this issue. It needs to be done. But this is damn too bad. Damn too bad. And I just hope the need the people they did the needful. Okay. As for the wayside, I saw, I've been saying the Nigeria, the election, the INEC, all of them, they don't, they all need to be sacked, not just be sacked, they all need to be, they all need to be, they can find a way out because what is happening in Nigeria is not, there is no INEC. INEC is APC. That is what I was. I should. That's what I would say. Because what happened in Kogi, what happened in Imo State, one would say INEC is APC. There's no need for election. There's no need for INEC. And Nigerians are quiet. They don't want to do anything. Look, guys, if you guys are quiet like this, I wonder the next election what it will be. It's just too bad. Uh, look, the way INEC is colluding with APC, we should all have to say something. We should keep on talking. We should not be quiet, okay? We should not be quiet. We need to get into talk, okay? So I don't blame Dino Milaye when he said he's not going to court. I don't go to court. I don't go to court when the court, they owe everywhere. Why go to court? Free yourself with your money, with your resources. There's no need. There's no need. There's just no need. He said it well, man. I don't need to go to court. I don't need to go to court because Nigeria, wake up. No, guys have to wake up. That's what I would say. Just imagine this video now of in Kogi State. In Kogi State. INEC turn printing. Come on, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is this is a shame. This is in Kogi State. And you want people to go to court for what? There's just no need. There's no need. There's no need. There's no need. So Nigerians wake up for don't let INEC ruin. They have ruined. They have ruined the system. They have ruined the system. But we should wake up, take our country back. That's what I have to say. Just imagine this what is happening. In Imo State, I heard the election sheets were already written before the in the morning before the election even commenced, before they even did meditation. Just imagine. And people doing this wrong. I wonder how much they paid them. It's a shame. It's just a shame. How much are you paid to do this stuff? How much are you paid? It's just a pity, shameful that of hunger. The politicians are capitalizing on the hunger in the land to do nonsense because if you give people 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, they will do nonsense. They will just do nonsense. That is what is happening. They're capitalizing using the hunger to to perpetrate that evil. Well, too bad. Just too bad. Just too bad. We should all wake up, man. We should all wake up. I would say we should all wake up. That's what I would say. The country belongs to all of us. The Annie chairman by now, I thought by now, he should be in the prison by now. Because what he did, he sold he sold Nigeria out, and he's still there. That is the irony of it all. He's still there. He's still in power. He's still there. And people are quiet. They're not talking. All the elections, he will still conduct it. And you guys will say free and fair. Why voting? Why? There's no need. There's just no need, man. So because it's not the same thing. After that February election, all the rest we were just doing it was just as they wanted because Nigeria refused to talk. Because refused to Nigeria refused to react. That is it. So what do you expect? What do you expect? Nigeria refused to react. So the ball is in your court, guys. If you like talk, if you like don't talk for me, I'll keep on talking, speaking. We in diaspora, that's what we do. We're talking and speaking. But we are concerned because Nigeria is our country. We are concerned. We are fully concerned, man. That's the thing. So we cannot just be quiet. It would be unfair for us to be quiet. Very, very unfair for us to be quiet. That is it. Okay. Anyway, I just um the Nigeria is full of they love to waste. They love to show up. They love wasting. They love Owambe. They love there's groove. Forget tomorrow. They love those stuff. Yeah, they love it. Can you imagine the so-called what summit is it? Do they need that summit? Went to Dubai, UAE with entourage of 1,411 for what? What are they going to say? I think they went there for shopping. It's Christmas time. They should go for shopping for their girlfriend, their wives and children. They should all do that. I'm sure that's what they went there. But people different comments from everywhere, from PDP, from Labour Party, from the SNC, Peter B, from different places, different comments. We do this thing. Every week they come up with different things, different narrative, different magic. Bunch of magicians. Nigerian politicians are they are both magicians. They cannot just stop in a week without coming up with something. They want to trend with evil, with bad things. Last time SUV for senators. The other time, 3 million naira for a senator for Christmas gift, 2 million for House of Reps. The other time, renovation of the VP's office. The other time, come on. They love spending and they have no money. Borrowing to spend, borrow for consumption. When we suffer it, when we suffer it, and Nigerians are quiet. Okay. Okay. Anyway, uh, I'll play the videos of some of the reactions from people, from different people. I love Aras TV. I mean, you should watch it. Let's listen to Aras. Let's listen to analysis from Aras TV. I'll play different parts. I saw one. I'll play different parts of it because that is it. I'll play different part of it. I will just play some different part of it, different videos I saw. Okay, I'll play it. Let's listen to the analysis. Okay, it's just a shame. This is about 10 minutes long, I think. Yeah, about 10 minutes long. About 10 minutes long. Let's play it. Let's come back. We'll come back. Okay. All right, guys, just watch this and we'll come back. Nigerians, wake up. That's what I have to say. It's just a pity that we allow people like this to be in power. We did not vote for them, really. That is the truth, but that's how it is.
Climate change revealed that Nigeria has the highest number of registered delegates from Africa, with over 1,400 delegates, making it the country with the third highest overall in number of delegates at the conference. While President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who last year criticized the proposed emission cuts for Nigeria during the elections, was accompanied by 138 delegates from the State House, including Nigerian-Lebanese billionaire businessman Gilbert Shagori, who was named as a confidant of the president, elicited more reactions. Let's take a look at this video showing the moment Tinubu arrived at a conference before we take some reactions.
Nigeria is a free country, and they say there's no money. People take it, there's no money. I appreciate some money. How much is services every night, every day rather. That's fine for the restaurant. Minister,
Well, this was sent in by our correspondent, Obi George, who you guys spoke with earlier, and you know, it has elicited a lot of reactions. Let's take this one from Peter Obi, who wrote, "In a twist of sad irony, let me congratulate the giant of Africa, Nigeria, for matching the great China with the same number of contingents at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai. Nigeria's contingent to COP28 totaled 1,411, the same number as the Chinese contingents, while China's budget for 2024 is about $4 trillion. That's about $2,860 per head. Nigeria's budget is about $33 billion. That's about $165 per head. China has a Human Development Index with a ranking of 79 out of 191 countries measured. And Nigeria has a low HDI with a ranking of 163 out of 191 countries measured. Nigeria has more people living in multidimensional poverty than China, despite China having 7 times our population." Well, let me take another one from Brother Bath. He wrote, "In August 2023, Ajuri Ngelale informed Nigerians that Tinubu has instructed the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to freeze the processing of visas for government officials who have no business at ONGA in New York, in line with his broader efforts to cut the cost of governance. In December, Ajuri Ngelale is seen among the crowd of officials that accompanied Tinubu to Dubai at COP28. COP28 is a 13-day event that will cost a lot more money in hotel accommodation than ONGA. It'll be nice for Nigerians to know how much is spent in sponsoring Tinubu and all that accompanied him at COP28. Tinubu and 2 ministers would have been more than enough for this trip in view of the current economic reality in the country. This just has to stop. I mean, this is the rhetoric everywhere, Rufai. I believe even last year at COP27, Nigeria had a small delegation rather. I think it was about 5 of them. If we have that picture up, we had a minister of, I think it was humanitarian affairs and a bunch of others. There it is. About 5 of them. And can you imagine? The number has doubled. If we can pull up a list of the ministers that were out there, we have Federal Ministry of Environment at 53, Ministry of Foreign Affairs 21, Ministry of Environment at 16, Ministry of Petroleum Resources at 12, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change at 9, Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources at 8, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs at 8, Federal Ministry of Transportation at 7, Federal Ministry of Finance 7, Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs 6, Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment 6, Federal Ministry of Power. The list goes on, Rufai. But what got me also was the fact that the actual list, which had, maybe the actual climate activists, if we have that, was a lot smaller.
I mean, what do you expect? So this is clear and simple. It's a jamboree. And the part that I just only fault them for, I keep saying, is the fact that they didn't pick Ashwebi.
Ashwebi?
Yeah, because this is a Nigerian party in Dubai.
Okay.
And I'm sure probably a lot of them wanted to go again because, since it's now harder to get into Dubai, and this was what the government first said initially they will have fixed with relationship and, interaction with Dubai. Nigerians in Dubai that have jobs are finding it very difficult. Some are coming back home because that problem has not been fixed. So maybe Nigerians that couldn't get into Dubai, they were like, oh, free party in Dubai. Yeah, okay, let's go. We'll just go on delegation. Boom. And they can't deny them visa because this is COP anyway. Audrey, what should also shock you, and that's why I was making a case for Anko and Ashwebi. That's the only part that's missing all of this. What should also shock you is the amount of money that we are now expending to the UAE economy. If the flight tickets alone cost close to $1 billion, how about hotel accommodation and ESTA code fees? So I subscribe to Bat, what he said. I think the government should print out how much was spent on the ESTA code of everybody and individual that went on this trip. And that's public accountability. And people should be able to trigger FOI for that. If possible, let's even start by writing FOI to demand how much government spent on that trip so we know for ourselves. Because even in New York, somebody cited, I heard that was how we had a lot of Nigerians too in New York. It's the sad reality of how wasteful people are. Vis-a-vis the economic situation. I'm happy Peter Obi talked about China. China that is even one of the biggest emitters. You can see we're at par with their delegation. But the Human Development Index of China is a whole lot better. China has brought a lot more people out of poverty. China has grown since they joined WTO in 2001. You can see where the Chinese economy is today. You can see the Chinese budget. But we're at an all-time low. But what do we spend the money on? Frivolous. We just spend on frivolities. Just like we did only last week when we wanted to spend $15 billion to build a new house for the VP. A country like Canada that does well economically, 24 Sussex Street, I keep telling that story. If not renovated in a while, the official home of the Prime Minister, because no Prime Minister there does it, because they fear the people. It's also obvious that these are leaders don't even fear the people. Daniel Bwala I think he put out something on Twitter recently where he was giving the breakdown of how much government officials collect in ESTA code. I will want government to come out and react to that breakdown. If it's true that some as much as Mr. got close to $900 in ESTA code per day, and it's for 13 days, then they must give us the breakdown of how much they spent on this. We can't be saying Nigeria should tighten their belts, but they are going there to do jamboree. They are going there to do item 7.
Yeah.
They are going there to show off.
Also, over the weekend, there was a story that, Tinubu did not speak at COP on Friday. Well, on Saturday, the president made a remarkable speech at the summit on methane and other non-greenhouse gases at COP28. Tinubu shared the platform with the president of COP28, Dr. Sultan Ahmed Al-Jaber, the United States Special Envoy on Climate, John Kerry, and the Chinese Envoy on Climate, Xi Zhenhu, where he pointed out that the world's biggest economies, the US and China, are the biggest culprits in greenhouse emissions.
The earth has been injured, not by us mainly, by the big economies. And I'm glad two of them are here. John Kerry and the China making pledges is very good. And we are with you. Even though we are the least beneficiary of what has happened. Sitting there hearing you, I know I have to commit ourselves. And we have been doing so before today. We are committed to critical steps to reduce methane emission by ensuring flare gas are eliminated. There's a huge penalty for that. There's equally a huge incentive to do so. What I know of Africa is the fact that the risking in additional investment and technological know-how, it is very necessary. And the largest economies that have benefited immensely should do more really fast, because the health need healing and is crying for attention more quickly. Thank you very much.
Okay. I hope you guys heard what he said, though. I hope you understand what he said. I wanted to play. I have the full video of that. I wanted to play it, but I don't think I will play it again. I just like the reactions, what people are reacting. That is why I want to play another video again of reaction. Don't it's just similar in a way, okay? Just the reactions of people, man. I mean, I don't know how to say. It's annoying. It's just really annoying, man. It's annoying. It's still Arise analysis, okay? I love Arise, okay? You see the analysis. That was when I saw. I don't know if I can see it now, okay, of how that was in Dubai, what he said. He said, even understand that he has not seen even the Nigerians that went there. He has not seen them there. Maybe they are somewhere else. He doesn't know. Maybe it's supportive for people to go there for shopping, because with what had happening, with that ban on Nigerians and so many things, it's time for people to have opportunity to go to Dubai and shop. But Nigerians love life, they love shopping, they don't care about what's happening in that country. They don't really care. They never care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So that is the truth. So we keep on talking anyway. So let's listen to the analysis. I love the analysis.
To the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, UAE. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has criticized Nigeria's large delegation of 1,411 persons to COP28. PDP alleged that the countries over-bloated, in their words, delegation to the Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP28, brimmed with President Bola Tinubu's, in their words, and I quote, cronies, political minions, and their mistresses at huge expense to the nation, end of quote. Presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and the presidency have traded words over the number of Nigerian delegations at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Obi on Sunday, in a post on his X handle, wondered why Nigerian, with more people living in multidimensional poverty than China, despite China having 7 times Nigeria's population, would take 1,411 people who don't
what's happening in that country. They don't really care. They never care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So that is the truth. So we keep on talking anyway. So let's listen to the analysis. I love the analysis.
To the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, UAE. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has criticized Nigeria's large delegation of 1,411 persons to COP28. PDP alleged that the country is over-bloated, in their words, delegation to the Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP28, brimmed with President Bola Tinubu's, in their words, and I quote, cronies, political minions, and their mistresses at huge expense to the nation, end of quote. Presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and the presidency have traded words over the number of Nigerian delegations at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Obi on Sunday, in a post on his X handle, wondered why Nigerian, with more people living in multidimensional poverty than China, despite China having 7 times Nigeria's population, would take 1,411 people who don't understand what climate change is all about to the conference. However, the Senior Special Assistant, SSA, to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Temitope Ajayi, said that Nigeria's 1,411 delegates at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai were not all government funded. In a statement on Sunday, the presidential aide said that the Nigerian delegation include civil society actors, business persons, and others who have different roles to play at the conference. All right, Rufai, much ado about COP28 in Dubai. In fact, it's almost taking the attention of the real reason why, why the summit is being held. Your take on the number of delegates?
Yeah, so it's good to have you back. Very happy. I've been so happy since I saw you this morning. But hey, here we go again. I normally ask this question every day. What country do we want to build? A country of waste or a country of integrity? No matter how much the government tries to defend this COP28 debacle, it's a scandal that stinks. If the government says not everybody in the 1,400 list that was taken there was paid for by the government, then the question we'd like to ask them is, why will people go there as confidant of the president? Who pays for that? Why will governors, why will ministries go there with their aides? Who pays for that? It's not the government money? Yes, we understand that business people can pay for their companies, various groups and all of that. But the government officials that went there, there were a lot. Why will people that we know have no business with climate change go there and do pictures on Instagram and videos? And it's been so many jamborees, many things on the offer like item 7. I think one thing they forgot, let me tell you guys, is the fact that they forget a key part of this jamboree, which was Ashwebi. They forgot to pick and coal. That's the only thing I'll fault them for this morning. They forgot to pick and coal, but I'm being sarcastic. In a country that is bleeding as we speak, with the economic quagmire, with the fact that citizens can barely get by, most hospitals, wards are shutting down because doctors are now leaving Nigeria to places like Sierra Leone for better pay. When will this administration say enough to all of this waste? Last week, it was 15 billion to build a VP villa. This week is COP. What will happen next week? Let us introspect.
Well, at COP28, Nigeria is a country with the 4th largest delegation. The hosts, the United Arab Emirates, they have over 4,000 delegates in their country, right? Brazil, followed by Brazil. Brazil has over 3,000 delegates. China has 822, and Nigeria has 1,411. Now, the explanation by the presidency is that this is not a jamboree, that, COP28 is a conference of parties that has attracted persons from the media, from civil society, businesses, state, subnational, that's state governments, and also the federal government. And it's not everybody that is in Dubai attending this conference that is there at the expense of the federal government. However, the federal government delegation list itself, according to an investigation, I think by Business Day newspaper, runs into 590. From the presidency alone, 138. And then all other people going at the expense of the federal government, 590. Another report, I think in Punch, stated that 3 plane loads had to take people there. Now, the immediate indication is that more than half of the people that are in that Dubai are just there for a holiday at government expense. At a time when the budget 2024 of Nigeria is going to be funded almost 100% from borrowings. And this is why Nigerians are saying that, look, government should try to cut the cloth. Even in the UK, which is a far more prosperous country, the government, the Prime Minister is saying public institutions will just have to cut cost. But here in Nigeria, we're asking people to tighten their belts. Government is not tightening its own belt, which is why the criticism by the PDP and Mr. P2B will seem to make sense. Mr. Obi is saying, is it not better for us to invest in production rather than sending people on holiday? It's a 13-day program. Half of the people there will not present any paper. They will not attend meetings. The person who has been doing most of the work is President Tinubu himself, who has met with John Kerry. He has participated in a panel with other people. He has made statements in the place. Okay, the other people that are there, what are they doing? One report even stated that Sheyi Tinubu is at COP28. In his capacity as what? As first son of Nigeria, what is he doing there? The presence of some of the ladies there has been questioned. And that is why Debo Ologunagba, speaking for the PDP, has had cause to say some people there are mistresses of government officials. The state governments can justify their presence. I assume that those state governors, they are paying their own way since they have their own subnational resources. And we've seen some of the governors, like the governor of Lagos State, the governor of Ogun State, participating in some of the forums and making a case for their states. But half of the people there, we don't know what they are doing. So this is about the optics. It's also about the point that Mr. Obi has made that, look, China has 822 people. Nigeria has 1,411. To prove what? And he did a comparison of the two countries and pointed out that, look, this 1,411 doesn't look good. Finally, I think it's good that Mr. Obi of the Labour Party is speaking up. The PDP is also speaking up through his spokesperson. We need quality opposition once this is based on facts.
All right, so in 2021, Nigeria signed in the Climate Change Act, and this was positioned to demonstrate their seriousness when it comes to the issue of climate change. And so one would imagine that COP28 or a climate change conference like this would be of great interest to the nation, to the president, and of course, it is a global issue, so very important. In fact, President Lula da Silva of Brazil justified the number of delegates he has taken to Dubai based on the fact that he came on board as president during his campaigns with a strong commitment to fighting climate change in Brazil. And so you would understand that in Nigeria, we have seen our fair share of issues around climate change with the herders, deforestation, and the likes. And so it is commendable that Nigeria is positioned to to demonstrate seriousness with regards to climate change issues. However, is the level of, in quote, demonstration of seriousness commensurate to our current reality as a nation? And the major consensus out there is a big no. Business Day reports that the cost of 590 government delegates out of the 1,411 is estimated, if you look at the current rate of tickets to fly, is 880 million naira. That's what it costs only in flight tickets or in terms of transportation for these numbers of people. Beyond that, their welfare, Esther code for some of these delegates who are there would give us an idea of the staggering amount it's costing Nigerians. And I'd like to say it's not the government's money. I don't want us to use the term or government funds. This is the commonwealth of the Nigerian people, because the money that's being spent belongs to the Nigerian people. The reason why we must scrutinize, we must emphasize and challenge the spendings of government is beyond the fact that they've asked us to tighten our belt because we're in economically dire situations. It's the fact that for every penny spent on frivolities like this is money denied for building infrastructure. Is money denied for for children who need to go to school and education, putting money in the education system? Is money denied to maternal health and women who die, and instead of building hospitals? Of course, we can say that this amount of money would just put a dent in those areas, but every time money is wasted by government, is money that opportunity cost of that is money that could have gone to making the lives of Nigerians better. The optics don't look good, and it could be quite provocative for a number of Nigerians who are living in multidimensional poverty. Despite the presidency's justification for the amount of money and the fact that private sector, and people have funded, it does not in any way cut what people, what is being obvious, what is being seen as a waste of money, especially as criticized by the opposition.
All right, so this is serious, okay? This is serious, man. Go help Nigeria. That's what I would say. Go help Nigeria, man. I don't know how it come far like this. How did it get here? How did it get here? How did we get here? How did we get here, man? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. That's the question we need to ask ourselves. How did we get here? For me personally, I believe we can change narratives. We can change it, man. We can change it. All this wastage is uncalled for. It's just uncalled for. I have been saying this. I will still say it again. I've been saying it. We need to channel our resources to do the right thing. What is climate change? What is climate change? Let's be sincere to ourselves, man. Do we look? There's some things I would love to say now, but people will say no, 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 no. They will not believe it. Climate change for me is a hoax. I don't believe in it. Before they call it a global warming. All of a sudden, they find a way to change it to climate change. Well, that is warm, of this cold, is a climate change. It's that is called global warming. Ice where people have, there was snows everywhere, ice everywhere. Now that's that was a bad language to use. They changed from global warming to climate change, deceiving nations. Well, there is more to it than what we see, really, man. Making nations to stand up with their own rights. Who will be the losers? It's most of like Nigeria being one of the losers, man. I'm not against having innovative, but let's be frank. Even the so-called country that are saying that climate change, that they are going back to their are going back to coal, using the coal. They are going back to many things, and they are deceiving Africans, deceiving some countries. Let's not talk about that right now, man, because when we talk about that, it's another different okay. But we should all wake up. We should all wake up, man. Sending 1,000 for level, I don't know how many, 400 and something, 1,000 delegates to. They could spend me days there, go pay extra cost to the most of I think 12 of them. Some people are just there for fun, not for anything, just for fun. Just for fun. Nigeria wake up when people are dying. I showed you in the village in Turikiri in Kaduna State, bombing there. Nobody say anything about that one. Nobody say anything. No, you say people killed. in a good society, the president is supposed to have, he will return immediately back to Nigeria and to find out what happened. Instead, this is a kid. They said combat drone. I saw that was a video I shared on my phone, my platform. But that was because I was an eyewitness. He said the bomb, they dropped a bomb. It killed some people, and some people ran away. So they came back trying to rescue some people they killed. They dropped that bomb again. What kind of intelligence, military intelligence is this? Nigeria is so funny. As if Nigeria, the name Nigeria is it a comedy show? That's what I don't. It's a comedy. It's supposed to be like the communities. I shed tears. I feel pain for people in Nigeria how they survive. I see the doctors are living for Gambia, for Sierra Leone. Come on, why? Why? Because they've lost hope. They've lost hope. People are dying in the hospital. Nobody care. The elections, anyhow it is, one of the power got it all. And Nigerians are quiet. We must make Nigeria work again. If you check the below of the stream, making Nigeria work again. That is my slogan. Making Nigeria work again. I don't even the parties know, but making Nigeria work again. Nigeria got to work. People got to survive. You cannot do such encourage to Dubai for days. Who's gonna pay it? It's taxpayers' money. Even if the money is borrowed, it's still gonna pay it. It's because I will still pay it. It's not as we pay it. What are they doing there? It's painful, man. It's painful. What do I do? Well, just down too bad, man. That's what I would say. Down too bad. Down too bad. Down too bad. For me personally, we should keep on praying for our country, praying for our leaders. I know they will have good head. They will lead well. That is the thing. For them to lead well. What am I going to say? That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Those people that were killed in Kaduna, let to rest in peace. The family, first to bear the loss. But we should be careful next time, man. Please, let a high power committee be set up to look into it. And people found guilty, they should be dealt with, and the family should not be left alone. They should not be left alone. They should be compensated in a way. The money is not enough for a life that is lost, but they should be compensated mm, because it's just too bad. Mm, not too bad. Well, it's well. It's well. Guys, I will I will I will not go too much today. I will not talk too much today. I'm going to stop here for today, and I won't stop here for today, man. That is it. Because so many things to say, so many things is happening, so many things, many things, so many things, and the politicians are just there wasting the money, wasting the money, wasting the money, wasting the money. People are suffering. Education is erodes, and well, that's how it is. So that's how it is. Okay, but we should all wake up. We should all wake up. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing, man. Mm. All right, guys, I think I will stop here for today. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I saw a video of Fubara and Wiki again. Those guys, they don't want to stop. They're still doing their stuff. Well, it's a headache, man. But I pray that people won't be affected. Let the two of them do their stuff. And I will pray for the betterment of the Rivers people and the Nigeria as a country. I wanted to play the video of Tinubu's speech. Should I play it? Do I need to play it? Do I need to play it? Okay, let me just play part of it. And then I'll call it a day. Okay. Let me play part of it. I call it a day. All right. I won't play all. I'll just play part of this. If you understand the speech, let me know. Because for me, I don't know. He was just talking. What he was saying, man, I don't really know. I play part of it. I'm not ending this video. I will play part of it and I'll call it off. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please, as I said, always like, share, and if you have any comments, let me know. If you have any question, let me know. I mean, our always to make Nigeria work again. That's what I'm just trying to preach. Okay, make Nigeria work again. All right, so let's watch it. If you understand what they said, just write it on the comment. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
President of the COP28, thank you for providing this platform and managing it effectively well. John Kerry, Your Excellencies, and other distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, we welcome the effectiveness of your leadership that has given us the hope to sustain livelihood in the rest of the world. The earth has been injured, not by us mainly, by the big economies. And I'm glad two of them are here. John Kerry and the China making pledges is very good. And we are with you. Even though we are the least beneficiary of what has happened. Sitting there hearing you, I know I have to commit ourselves. And we have been doing so before today. We are committed to critical steps to reduce methane emission by ensuring flood gas are eliminated. There's a huge penalty for that. There's equally a huge incentive to do so. The measures that we're taking here is a welcome development, no doubt about that. And we are with the leadership of UAE for the commitment so far. We are consolidating on the gas export usage domestically and export for other countries. I can assure you that we will be partner in progress to achieve renewables. We are committed to energy mix. We are providing cooking gas for a large population. We will continue to do that. We've signed off on reduction of methane. We will leverage on new technology. And we hope the two giant nations and the Emirates will be able to help us through. The Africa, that what I know of Africa is the fact that the risk in additional investment and technological know-how, it is very necessary. And the largest economies that have benefited immensely should do more really fast, because their health needs healing and is crying for attention more quickly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Tinubu.
I was even talking. I don't know, my mic was muted. I didn't know that. I thought I wouldn't be able to play when I played. But anyway, that was what as I heard, the time was what to speak. Goodness at that time. I don't know. I know the health issues. I don't know. It was said from there you go to for treatment. I know against that. So I pray for him. His health was good health. Anyway, that was what he said. I hope you can what he said, and that is it. Alright. Let's pray for our country needs prayer. Jesus the name. Let's pray for those in our faith. They should do the right thing. They should do the right thing. Let's pray for the country. We should not give up. We should not give up. I know people are being paid if they're not happy, but that's how it is for now. We should not lose hope, okay? I believe we can make Nigeria great again. We can make Nigeria great again. Who will do it is you and I. Nigeria surely will be great again. Okay. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And good night. Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. It's always a pleasure to be here to relate on to things, for us to talk, to speak, for us to share ideas and know what is happening in our world. Well, it's been a beautiful day. At times I wonder the country we live in, man, is just at times I say it's a shame to see what is happening. It's a big shame. I talk about Nigeria. At times people do. It's just a wonder. It's just a wonder. I don't know what is happening in Nigeria, because it's just a pity, really, man. It's just a pity that to see what's happening in Nigeria is so painful. You know, you see politicians just doing their own things. They don't care. They are just doing their own thing. They believe they're above the law. They just believe they're above the law. You know. It's painful, really, to see what's happening in Nigeria. It's so painful. Every time you wake up, you see just drama everywhere, drama everywhere. As bunch of unserious people. The Nigeria National Assembly are supposed to be, supposed to be checkmating the executives. I don't know what's just wrong with them. How did we how did we get so far? How did we get to this point? They've lost their reason of being National Assembly. This is not just about APC. This APC, PDP, Labour Party, those people that were present today in the National Assembly, I don't know what to call them, really, man. It's a disgrace and it's a shame, a big shame. It's just a big shame for what they did. They have ridiculed Nigeria national anthem. They have ridiculed Nigeria people. They have ridiculed the Nigerian nation. And the so-called president was there. Tinubu was there. Look, I don't really know what is happening in Nigeria, man. Everyone has been bastardized. The judiciary has been bastardized. Everyone has been bastardized. The system has been bastardized. People are just doing their own as they like. Who will save this country, man? Who will save this country? It's just a pity, and it's so painful, really, man, to see what is happening. It's just a pity, and it's so painful. It's so painful. Yeah, man, they've changed the Nigeria term now right now to their own nonsense, selfish, and interests. I don't know if Nigeria Assembly they're not bureaus. I don't know. I don't just know. It's a pity, and we should all wake up. We should all rise up, man. We should not be quiet. We should not just be quiet. Those people in the National Assembly, be you Labour Party, APC, PDP, I don't care. I don't really care right now because it's like a disgrace. You guys are just a fucking disgrace, man. Are just a fucking disgrace. I don't. Look, you guys who have voted there to check and balance and to fight for the people, to talk for the people, to speak for the people. I don't know why Nigeria is just like this. I don't get it. I don't know why Nigeria is like this. It's so painful, it's shameful. And God, what do I say? What do I say, man? What do I say? It's a pity. It's just a pity. It's just a pity that we are in this that we are where we are right now. It's just a pity. It's just a pity. But we need to save our country. We really need to save our country. We need to change this stuff. We need to change the system. We really need to make things happen. Man, we have to wake up right now, man. Because as I saw this today, we're talking of many things. Man, I will play the video. They ridiculed the national anthem. They ridiculed it. They've ridiculed it. They've ridiculed it. Hmm. At times I wonder if we are still, if Nigeria is still, if the leaders are still, how do I put it now? Are they normal? I should use that word. The leader, those people, National Assembly, the executives, are they just normal? This is the question I just want you guys to help me to answer. Are they normal? You cannot understand why in the National Assembly people are they are ridiculed the national anthem. Let me just play the video because it's annoying. It's really annoying. It's just annoying. Let me play the video and guys, make your comments. If you like it, say you like it. And then I feel like weeping for my country. I feel like crying for my country. I just feel like, how did we get here? How did we get here?
At first, shame on all our National Assembly members that were seated there where another song of allegiance was played. Shame. And if we truly had a country, if we truly had a republic, by now, those in their constituency should be sending them letters to show how disgruntled they are, and if possible, recalling them. It is that bad. We're losing a country with sycophancy. But it's not only Tinubu. It happened during Buhari's administration. Remember how people were wearing Buhari's insignia on their body? Now everybody's wearing his cap and all of them. What level of madness have we got into in this country? It's a whole new level of madness. What level of madness are we doing? At the hollow chamber? By playing that song, a partisan song, they desecrated the hollow chamber. And they must account for it. Let's go back history. Do you know what caused the first English Civil War? The king tried to overreach himself in the parliament and the parliamentarians kicked against it. King Charles I. It led to the emergence of Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector of England. The parliament is for the people of Nigeria. Parlement. The meaning of the parliament is parlement, to speak on behalf of the people. Not to do political sentiment and hypocrisy or listen to songs of allegiance posed to a certain political party. And there were some other lawmakers there, they couldn't talk. How would they be able to talk? Maybe we're telling Labour Party lawmakers, when they were part of those that collected the 160 million for cars, will they have the nerve to speak? We're telling lawmakers from other parties to discountenance that they didn't do it. But how will they be able to talk? We forget in a hurry, Oji. We forget that there are three co-equal arms of government in this country: the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. President Tinubu is the head of one equal arm, the executive. The legislature has a head of his own arm. But we have a legislature that don't even know themselves, and they are kowtowing to the executive. They are worse than copy and paste now. They are worse than rubber. They are hype men, as Big Wig called them.
Hype men.
So shame on all of them for not understanding that they are a co-equal arm of government in this country, and they are singing an allegiance song
Well, all right.
to the executive. You can see where we started.
Yeah.
It's a shame, eh? It's a big shame. It's just a shame. I saw the video. I was just ashamed. How did we get here? How did we get here? The question I need to ask. I don't know how, what happened? What happened, man? It's a shame. It's just a big shame. On your mandate we shall stand. Which mandate? Whose mandate? Who gave Tinubu the mandate? Student, oh God, man. If I think of these things, it gets me annoyed, man. It gets me annoyed. Because your mandate we shall stand. Who gave him the mandate? A stolen mandate? Who gave him the mandate? Stolen mandate. Who gave him the mandate? It's a shame. And Nigeria, we should all wake up, man. We should just try to wake up. The judiciary is not helping matters. National Assembly is not helping matters. The executive, that one is the worst. Then where do we go? Where do we start from? How do we save this country? Who do we cry to? Who? Who's okay? Let's assume the executives are not doing well. We go to National Assembly. If they're not doing well, we go to the judiciary. But right now, who the one that is even worse? I don't know. I don't know which one is worse. Is it the executives? Look, maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I will play the stupid thing they were singing. The nonsense they were singing. Let me play it. The nonsense they were singing. The stupid and the nonsense they were singing. It's a shame. And Nigerians are quiet. Nigerians are just quiet. But I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say. It's painful for me. I don't know. I don't know how I would say it. It's just painful. I don't know what to say. Maybe I would say I feel like crying, weeping for my country. I don't know. Should I say I feel like I feel like weeping for my country? How did we get here? How did we get here? If you ask these people here, stand, if you ask these people now, they cannot even recite the national anthem. They can't recite it. They can't recite it. Let me play it so as to hear what the nonsense they are saying, those who are singing. From here, what's all this thing? Let me see. I don't want to hear now.
Thank you very much.
We thank you very much. I want to hear this stuff, the nonsense we are singing. Maybe it's better for me not to play itself because it's a shame. It's a big shame. It's a shame. Your mandate shall stand. Our mandate shall stand. Whose mandate? Who gave guys the mandate? Maybe remove it. Maybe there's no point. Just no point. There's no point. There's no point. Maybe that is why the team refused to play. But I wanted you guys to hear it. I want you guys to hear it. It's a painful thing. Anyway, I just played that anyway to because it's annoying. What I want to play is, the judiciary has lost its value. There's no for the judiciary because if you go, it's like you're wasting your time. That is why I posted a video today of Dino Milai saying he's not going to court. To go and do what in the court? To go and do what in the court? Waste of time. There's no need. There is just no need because if you go to court, that's what they told you. They've been saying after they say go to court. They will say the court is the last hope of the common man, which is never the last hope, which is never. It used to, I think it used to be, but now they've criminalized everything, criminalized the system, criminalized the National Assembly, criminalized the judiciary. Nigeria is like survival of the fittest. Like survival of the fittest. It's a pity, man, and it's painful. What do we do? Keep on pushing and moving on, but we will start with the system, man. We'll start with the system. Guys, listen to what he said. Just listen to him. He said he's not going to court. There's no to go to court. It's correct, man. It's correct. Let's listen to him. Because I don't have much this time to say. But there are so many things, annoying things, annoying things, annoying things, annoying things. So much things are annoying. Well, I'll play it for you guys to watch, and I'll come back. Even the governor, the Labour Party candidate of in Imo State, governor candidate of Imo State. If I have the time, I'll play this video too. We lost hope in the system. We lost hope in judiciary. What do we do? Well, Nigerians, the power is in your hands. The power belongs to the people. That is what you should know. The power belongs to the people. I will stop at that. I will stop at that. Let's see to the Milaye. Let's see to the Milaye. Oh man, go help Nigeria. Go help Nigeria, man.
The electronic social media here. I am here to address us once again in the course of our state history, Kogi State. And today I will be discussing what I have christened or titled, Why I Will Not Go to Tribunal. That is the heading. And the subheading is INEC and Judiciary, the biggest threat to democracy in Nigeria. INEC and Judiciary, the biggest threat to democracy in Nigeria. Fellow pressmen, in all thriving democracies around the world, the election management body like INEC and the judiciary are its sustaining pillars. The constitutional duty of INEC is to conduct periodic, free, fair, and credible elections and declare the popular will of the people as expressed through the ballot, but at moments, election results are not written and prepared before election day. Sorry, I take that again. The constitutional duty of INEC is to conduct periodic, free, fair, and credible elections and declare popular will of the people as expressed through the ballot. But at the moment, election results are now written and prepared before election day under Professor Mahmood Yakubu. The judiciary is supposed to be the last line of defense of democracy and the rule of law. But the tragedy today is that the judiciary over the years have not lived up to the expectation fully on matters of electoral justice. Worse still, it has now been captured by APC, and it's now the weakest link for the subversion of democracy in Nigeria. What a disgrace and shame to the largest black race of the world. A democracy without a rule of law and a courageous judiciary has in it an inner virus that will lead to its destruction. The common saying that judiciary is the last hope of aggrieved citizens is now an empty slogan, because the judiciary is truly now the lost hope of the people of Nigeria. That is why I, Dino Melaye, will not dignify a captured judiciary that is now a department of APC by filing a petition over Kogi State governorship elections that majority of the results were pre-written before the election day by INEC officials. Under the most corrupt chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, the most pernicious, odious vermin that ever presided over election management body in Nigeria. I repeat, Mahmood Yakubu is the most pernicious, odious vermin that ever presided over the election management body in Nigeria, INEC. Why should any responsible Nigerian go to the tribunal when APC has captured the judiciary and their members, that's APC members, openly boast at rallies about their control of a corrupt judiciary of cash and carry? Why should other political parties and Nigerians participate in future elections with the conclusion of grip and total control of INEC through the appointment of APC card-carrying members as commissioners into INEC, who will recruit ad hoc staff, APC supporters, as pool officials? All recognized individuals of proven integrity from south and northern parts of this country, applauded by Nigerians for their commitment to credible elections as commissioners, have all been eased out of INEC. The way the so-called State Independent Electoral Commission, SIEC, is constituted by governors with party members and supporters is what is happening now. So that means what is happening in SIEC is exactly what is now happening with INEC at national level. It's constituted by governors with party members and supporters is what is being replicated by this administration with INEC at the federal level. No more elections like local governments, but pure writing of results before elections as done in Kogi and Imo states. A typical example is what I will show you now. This is certified true copies. So when SDP was shouting all over the air that they need INEC and they need the tribunal to give them order for INEC to release documents to them, we got these documents last week. And they are certified true copies by INEC. This is the certified true copy of the Kogi State's election on the 11th of November. This is certified true copies of the presidential election in February. What I want to do here is that we have certified true copies of all the documents, including the registered the voters register, all certified by INEC, and these documents are available with us. I want to say that voters registration ended in November last year, 2022. That means from November last year, there is no voter registration. This is certified true copy from INEC of the results of the presidential and National Assembly elections in February this year. As at that time, number of registered voters on these certified true copies showed that in Adavi local government, 114,046 registered voters. Showed that in Ajakuta local government, 84,614. Showed that in Okene local government, 140,452. That's the registered voters as at February, as imputed on this certified true copy of INEC results for the February election. But in the certified true copy for the November election, you will note that registration of voters stopped in November 2022. So what we were given in February 2023 on this certified true INEC document is what I read. But on the same INEC certified results of the 2023 November 11 governorship election, the number changed when voters registration already ended last year. On the face of these documents now, for the November 11th election, you remember I said it was 114,046 for Adavi, but in this document, it's now 114,663 inflated. In Ajakuta local government, for example, in February, voters registration was 84,614, while in the November election is 96,504, an increase of over 8,000. In Okehi local government, the same thing. In Okene local government, it was 140,452 in February. But in November election, Okene was inflated to 151,242, an inflated number of 110,987. And this was done in 17 local governments. So the question is, if voters registration ended November last year, and the February results showed the number of registered voters as at February this year, where did the additional figures inflated in November came from? After all, there has been no voters registration since November last year. Voter registration is a ceremonial thing that parties take very seriously, politicians take very seriously. So whenever it is announced, we normally mobilize our people to go out and participate in registration. The last time such exercise took place was in November 2022. But because they have increased or allocated votes that were beyond the registered voters. So they had to up the registered voters up to justify. If not, the votes will be more than registered voters. That is the kind of corruption, fraud that INEC did. And these are certified true copies of documents from INEC showing disparity between February and November. Meanwhile, there is no voters registration. What future do we have of democracy when the judiciary is captured during the bidding of APC, as the world is seeing happening across Nigeria, wherein judiciary is now used to overturn the people's verdict for APC in Kano, Nasarawa, Plateau, Zamfara, and many more states in the days ahead. The capture of judiciary signals citizens' possible resort to self-help, and that is dangerous for our society. That is how democracy dies, when political elites repudiate or reject the norms and values on which democracy is practiced, and the judiciary is captured and unable to do electoral justice. The Presidential Election Tribunal judgment was written in partisan stationery. The CTC of Kano gubernatorial appeal significantly differed in the whole section from verbal judgment delivered by the Court of Appeal. The 3 paragraphs of the judgment declared to be clerical errors by the Court of Appeal, surprisingly and curiously, do not have spellings error. Does it mean that clerical error do not have meaning again? Because if you say something is a clerical error, and in the 3 paragraphs, no single spelling error, as the definition for clerical errors changed, we all know that it is easier to recite after taught judgments than to rewrite well-considered written judgments. And this is actually a big shame. You can see that Labour Party have no judgments. The Labour Party cried out yesterday that they were not given any judgment. They asked for judgment, and they said the judgment of the PDP will suffice. And it is laughable that in my elementary knowledge of law as a law student or a graduate of law, I know that grounds, when you make your grounds for submissions or issues that you raise in your submissions are questions, and we're taught in law that those questions for determination must be answered by the courts. But because the courts cannot, in their good consciences, or by the courts, but because the courts cannot, in their good consciences, or the judges or justices cannot, in their good consciences, answer those questions raised by Labour. That is why there's no judgment. What are the issues raised? One of those issues is, how did the picture of a lady appear on the server of INEC instead of posting result sheets? You posted picture. It's a question for determination. And that question has not been answered. And it is a norm, it is a practice, a convention, that questions for determinations, issues raised, must be answered. But because they don't want to answer it, and they know what the implication of answering it, there is no judgment for Labour Party. We all knew that Labour Party is a different party in that matter. PDP is a different party. And the court, throughout the sitting at the Supreme Court, did not consolidate the cases of PDP and Labour Party. And where these cases were not consolidated, how can they have the same judgment? That is one of the fundamental reasons why I would say I have lost complete confidence in the judiciary in Nigeria. In sum, we can say that our country and democracy is at its most vulnerable point of decay as a result of institutional capture. Today, nowhere to turn to by citizens for sanity. Judiciary has become an extended section of a political party, doing its bidding and delivering predetermined judgments. The fingers of providence will continue to write its verdicts on the walls of our judiciary as the biggest threat to the survival of democracy in Nigeria. We are at terrible situations that led St. Augustine to declare that a country is nothing but a band of rogues without the rule of law. The judiciary has lent itself to APC capture, and it has become the instrument of partisanship. INEC and judiciary in particular have betrayed Nigerians and dashed their hopes and aspirations of democratic ideals through judicial sabotage. We can all now see what the scholar Mutesqui meant when he warned that there is no greater tyranny than a tyranny that is perpetrated under the shield of the law in the name of justice. Conclusion. Fellow Nigerians and gentlemen of the press, in the light of the foregoing, I, Senator Dino Melaye, have decided in good conscience not to submit myself to the judiciary that has become an instrument of political tyranny. Just as Pa Awolowo declared after the 1993 rigged elections, when asked why he refused to go to the tribunal, our sage, Obafemi Awolowo, said that he will not because the judiciary is corrupt and will not do justice. I will not go to court because justice has been murdered by the judiciary in Nigeria. I repeat, I will not go to court because justice has been murdered by the judiciary in Nigeria. Finally, may I use the opportunity to call on all opposition parties in Nigeria to forthwith boycott all future elections unless and until the current INEC constituted by APC members is dissolved and a new set of non-partisan chairmen and commissioners are appointed into INEC. Further participation by opposition parties in future pre-written election results. Further participation by opposition parties in future pre-written election results under a morally and ethically challenged Professor Mahmood Yakubu Electoral Commission amounts to giving legitimacy and credence to the continued rape of democracy in Nigeria. I hereby call on all political parties to boycott future elections in this country until Mahmood Yakubu and the corrupt commissioners of INEC are completely dissolved and a new credible INEC constituted. That is when we can have democracy. If we fail to do that, participation by political parties will mean legitimizing, endorsing, and promoting the illegality that is ongoing. So I call on all political parties to boycott future elections and allow them to run a one-party state, because our non-participation will definitely will definitely deny them the legitimacy they need to carry on. So we call on the whole world, we call on international communities, we call on NGOs, CBOs, Nigerian Bar Associations, we called on the Nigerian Medical Association, and the Nigerian Labour Congress to save Nigeria and save democracy. Because because INEC and the judiciary, they have murdered democracy in this country. They have become appendages of APC, and results are written even before elections. The National Assembly will have to stop keeping silent in this very satanic issue. The battle to salvage our country from these economic cankerworms and financial scavengers is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. We will continue to speak. We will continue to protect our democracy by asking for the right thing to be done.
Yeah, man, I played that video. There's just a pity of what's happening in Nigeria. The judiciary is a letdown. The election assembly is a letdown. The elections is a sham. No election is happening. It's happening in Nigeria. For me, there's no point for elections, man. There's no point. The INEC is APC, the Department of APC, one of the departments in APC. So there's no need for elections. Why are people voting? In Imo State, the same thing. Kogi State, Bayelsa State, all the states. So there's no point for voting. For me, I would say, guys, boycott elections. There is no need. This INEC body should be dissolved. The so-called INEC should be dissolved. And everything needs to be changed. INEC is not, they are APC carrying members. So I don't know why guys waste your time. For me, with Dino, I stand with him as I say he's not go to court. There's no need to go to court. They own the judiciary, and even the judiciary is just a sham. Everything is a sham. That's why they tell you go to court because they know that nothing will happen. They are so bold, they are so proud, and all these people they are so free, and Nigerians are quiet. I don't know. Nigerians are so quiet. They like it as it is, which is too bad, and they are suffering and smiling. I don't know the kind of country we are living in, man. So it's just a pity. Personally, for me, I would say we should all start speaking up. We should not be quiet. As Tizo has said, we should not stop speaking. For me, no need for elections again in Nigeria. We should stop election. We should, and all other parties, for me, stop going, stop contesting, stop campaigning. There is no point. Let APC take over. Then we will see. Maybe they want to make one party state. Then we will see. We will see. The vote of people will definitely prevail. Yes, they've stolen the budget of the people, and they are still doing like this, and Nigerians are quiet. For me, I would say Nigeria, they should enter the street, man, take our country back. That's what I have to say. Then I will have to just talk about. Um, I saw the video of the guy calling the most Labour Party guy. I'll play the video because it's just kind of sensitization for everyone to know that the country guys are living in, it needs overhauling. This is not democracy. It's not democracy, man. So we should all wake up. We should all just wake up. We should wake up. It's high time we all wake up. Okay, it's high time we all wake up. I'm saying it. I'm going to say it. That's how it is. That's my own. That's what I can do. I'm a politician, and I we all need to wake up. Really, that is what I will say. We all need to wake up. Let me play the guy, the Labour Party Western guy in Imo State. I don't know why. I don't need for all these elections again. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's just a fucking scam. So there's no point. There's no point, man. Let me just play it. I'll call it a day. Right, so, please as you watch, try to make comments, share, like. It's good for you to make comments, good for you to like, and also to share. Okay, that people will want orientation. We want people to know what is happening in Nigeria. We want people to know that they need to rise up and take their country back. All these hoodlums, they don't care about you. You can imagine today, the first video I played before, people were national anthem have been ridiculed. Or your mother which has time. Is that national anthem? It's a shame. National anthem be singing that. Man, this is just annoying. Okay. Anyway, let me play this video of this guy. I'll call it a day. All right. All right, just listen, guys. Let's watch this thing.
Candidate in the just concluded selection process in Imo State. So I just want to bring to the notice of the entire world what is happening right now. Right from the onset, we made it clear to the national, to the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood, that there are certain things he must put in place for us to have a free and fair election. One of them being the removal of the REC. Secondly, that we must have collation at ward level, local government level, before state level. And also, we insisted that the result sheets must be signed by 3 officers, a national commissioner, the REC, and then each EO will sign that of his local government, so that there will be no manipulation of the result sheets. Surprisingly,
I'm surprised.
they agreed. They came when it came to the stakeholders meeting. They agreed to these things.
Let me just.
But surprisingly, on the election day, there was no collation at the ward level. Even in some local governments, there was no collation. They moved everything to the state. And then, where in those areas that you had insecurity, where there was no election whatsoever, results were collated. There was cluster voting in Osun, and then even the Attorney General of the state on television that the whole world watched, he confirmed that he moved people with 80 buses from Owerri to Osun in an election where they said there will be no vehicular movement. And then, in front of the returning officer, gentlemen, it's unimaginable that Bayelsa State, with 8 local governments, took 3 days to collate. Imo State with 27 within 2 hours, in spite of the insistence of the Labour Party chairman, Barrister Kalusi Jagwa, that there were irregularities which should be looked into before collation would start. Even when the man was reminded, that's Nigeria is secret. When the man was reminded,
Nigeria is what said.
Look at what Professor Oti said. The man was so angry that nobody should mention Professor Oti, that he's not Professor Oti. You know, they'll try to show him that there was a good example, that there was somebody who stood up for democracy, whether he could do the same. The man was so enraged. I was shocked. I was watching the television. I couldn't believe that somebody who went to primary, secondary, university, got up to the level of a professor, could do that on national television even. Every day. So, but Nigeria, this is where we are right now. And then before this election, people were telling me, how can you go and run against a governor who had 27 over 27? And I said, well, somebody has to do something to showcase what is going on, what Nigeria has become. You know, so I went through it, and I'm apologizing to Imolites. I promised you that we'll protect the votes. Remember that what I said was that if you bring it to the Ward Collation Center, we will take over. It never went to any Ward Collation Center in Imo State. Most of them, all of them, were straight to the local government. Most of them were not even collected at local government. So what were we protecting? And then the thing was that these results came from INEC. The whole things came in through INEC. Everything that happened was INEC. So who are you challenging now? INEC is supposed to be the umpire. They're supposed to give us a free and fair election, which never happened. And then what is happening right now as I speak is that we went to the tribunal, got an order for us to be allowed to inspect the beavers. Okay, this is a governor who claimed he won a landslide victory. There has been no celebration in the entire Imo State. Imo State looks like a graveyard. But see, the judgment for Owerri Municipal just came out the other day. The Labour Party candidate, Clinton Amadi, Owerri erupted into joy. The whole streets were almost closed. So you could see. Now, I begin to wonder how a governor who INEC has declared has won an election. INEC has refused to let us inspect the beavers up till as we are speaking now. The lawyers and the experts we hired at a very huge cost per day, 30 million, are there. They are not allowed to inspect in spite of court order. So, what is INEC? I don't understand what is going on in my country. But see, what gave me confidence, I said it on the television the other day, distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was on the streets in 2012. He made us believe that he was a Democrat, fighting for justice, freedom of choice and equal opportunity. I said it the last time, that I don't see the, anyway, this is politics. He's in the same party with Senator Hope Uzodinma. But this country shouldn't be about party. It should be about the quality of persons. What do you represent? I was in the Senate with Her Excellency, the wife of the president. I know the quality of person that she is. Person of integrity. So how can they allow such a thing happen under their watch? I'm waiting and I'm watching. Look at the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood. This man, God has blessed him. He has had so many important positions of responsibility in this country. Ended up being INEC chairman. And then under his watch, INEC has totally collapsed. Does he mean that he's not in charge? That he will give an order, it will not be carried out and nothing happens? So INEC is everybody to himself. Rirek, Sylvia, professor as well, in Owerri, is totally, she's an emperor there. Whatever she wants is what is done. She's been hiding since Friday. When you come and ask for, say, unless REC comes, and you can't find the REC anywhere. They are simply delaying so that we will not be able to get facts to go to court to prove our victory. We won the election. It was a landslide. Observers, people were crying, shedding tears. Even some security agents, they couldn't believe what took place, the rape of democracy. And they don't want us to prove it. But it's also good, so that the next step is the judiciary. They say that everything has collapsed, but I keep telling them that I believe that there are men of integrity within the judiciary. As I also saw some men of integrity, even within INEC, who were upset and crying, but they couldn't do anything. So, this is open knowledge that in Imo, they've been cutting heads. Look at, I was attacked and shot at. I was going into a church for a program I was invited to in Obiezina. My bulletproof car, if I wasn't in the bulletproof, I would have died. This story would have been different. I was shot at. The policeman, Ola, he was jumping like this, jumping, dancing. We have all the video evidence. That man is still walking free. Nothing has happened. The Inspector General of Police allowed him to be walking free. He has not been arrested, has not been detained. This is the country where we are now. Maybe they want citizens to begin to defend themselves, and that will be total anarchy. So I'm calling on distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president, to look into what is
president to your president. Your president. Who's president? Is your president, man? This is what I don't like about this. Who's president? Stolen mandates, man. Look, guys, we all need to wake up. Nigeria, take your country back. What is politics? His Excellency, my president. It got there by. So come on, let's face the facts. Let's face the facts. Who it was calling Remi Tinubu person of integrity with what is happening right now? Even if they have the integrity before, but with what is happening right now, for me, It's not. There's nothing like integrity, man. We don't deserve to be called excellency, his excellency, your excellency. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it, man. So, well, let me just let's listen to just about 2 minutes. Then it will be done. Let's listen to him. Let's finish it. Listen to him. It, Nigeria's wake up. This is just what I want to say, man. Nigeria's wake up.
His watch. He has gone around the whole world now soliciting for investment. How can any same person come and invest in a place like this, where you have Imo State, killings every day? Look at immediately after election, people have been they slaughtered one chairman of PDP in Ezinite. They slaughtered a traditional ruler. My collection agent. What happened before the election? They kidnapped my collection agent for Hituboma. From Hituboma, Emeka Wamero, released him after a few days, and came and kidnapped my own local government collection agent. Up till today, we have not seen him. He's missing till as we speak now. We had to replace him on that day. So, something terrible is happening. People shouldn't keep quiet. This is the only country we have. There is no other place. I don't want to be any other person than a Nigerian. This is the best place on the face of the planet. Where I was born, where I grew up. I'm not leaving it for anybody. So if they don't want to help us to bring in law and order, it means that we should protect ourselves. Please, Mr. President, don't let us descend into chaos. Do something in Imo. Take charge of Imo. Something is, okay, look at yesterday. The chief of staff came in with a lot of thugs, rough-looking boys into INEC. They were allowed. They trooped in. So the chairman of Labour Party said that no, there must be a process. There should be guidelines on how to inspect the beavers. They never listened to him. Who will go there and not allow order to prevail after what happened to him? They beat him, they kicked him, they was not they didn't do to him. The Attorney General of the state ordered it in front of the returning officer, in front of Professor Sylvia Agum, in front of the Commissioner of Police. Nobody raised a finger. This is where we are, gentlemen. So let's see what happens. If INEC chairman doesn't call them to order by today or by the end of today, so that the correct thing should be done tomorrow, well, we'll just give up and allow the judiciary to do whatever it is that they do. So judiciary is the last hope of the common man.
Well, that's Nigeria for you, man. But Nigeria, we should take Nigeria back. I will say I wish my country. No, I will not say that for my country. I won't say that. It's painful what is happening in Nigeria, but we can make things right. Enough is enough. We should do the right thing right now before it's too late. I mean, it was too late. They take over the judiciary, take over the National Assembly, take over everywhere. Please, let's wake up. Let's wake up and save our country. If you love your country, keep on speaking, keep on talking, and let's save our country, man. This is my own. Let's save our country. Let the rule of law reign. That's what I'm saying. The rule of law. If APC win, PDP win, it doesn't matter. But the rule of law should reign. That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. And those people in the National Assembly, if you are PDP or Labour Party, you guys are just a big disgrace. How can you stand up for your mandate? We shall stand. Whose mandate? Changing national anthem to your mandate shall stand. That's a disgrace, man. The disgrace is a big disgrace on the nation, on the National Assembly, and Tinubu was even there. It's a disgrace. Changing National Assembly to your mandate shall stand. What arrogance! What of nonsense arrogance is that? Man, it's annoying. I cannot go right now, man. Guys, Please like, share, and comment. That's what I'm going to say. Pray for Nigeria, man. Pray for Nigeria. Pray for the people in Nigeria. Just keep on praying for Nigeria. But I tell you, when we pray, we make action also. You have to keep on talking. Let's make Nigeria work. That's what I'm after. That's what I continue to say, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. That's our network. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Good night.